Greetings, dear magnificent spirit soul that you are. Pure love, all-knowing wisdom, that we are already joined together, unified, recognizing and respecting and honoring each person's divinity. Real, and you could tell real humans have compassion, you see. My topic, Confessions of a Gorilla Granny. That's me. You know, it's like the whole idea about gorilla. I did this years ago. I already started this years ago. People are using that term a lot now, but I didn't copy that. I already had that. But being a gorilla granny is like, I love being grandma or mother. It's a wonderful role to play. It's so nourishing, because I feel always that my job is whenever I'm around anyone out in the world or anyone in my personal close life, all of that is always recognizing and respecting that who they really are as a divine being, and I observe and I can perceive where they are in consciousness. It's easy to read minds, and and then from that there's if they don't change that direction, there's a usual outcome because of that cause and effect relationship having to do with actions and reactions in this reality, cause and effect. But as Gorilla Granny, it's it's like I was pulling weeds at the post office. And I didn't ask permission, because what happens when you ask permission? No. Do you have insurance? You stepped on government land. Did you pull the government weed? I mean, oh really? Now that's absolutely ridiculous, and that means ridicule us. That we so eagerly give our power away by age, by, I don't want to be grandmother, or I don't want to, or I don't really, I never was a mother. Yeah, you are, because you mother your pets, you mother the people at work. It's a natural quality of the divine. And it's also a natural quality of the masculine or the feminine, the masculine, the father, as a caretaker, you see, as a protector, as a source of strength, that sort of thing. So we have all these qualities within ourselves, and that's to acknowledge our own wholeness and to let go of all of this stuff of age, of death, of birth, to really know and be who you are and to do your work. You don't need to have a club. You don't need to join anything. You don't need to, see, if you're a gorilla granny, and you could be a grandpa or a grandma or whatever that, or a gorilla auntie or a gorilla uncle or whatever, means that you're doing your work. You're doing your work wherever you are. And you look to see, okay, maybe my work is I want to bring a smile to everyone's face, or I want to just encourage them to know, hey, you're cool. I remember one time I was walking in the streets of San Francisco, and there was this guy just kind of talking wild, crazy stuff and all that. And I just said, what did you want your mother to know? That's all I said. He stopped. He said, that I'm a good person. I said, I hear you. I got it. And then he just walked on. Most people, nobody gets them, never acknowledges that they're a person or acknowledges them and their reality. Doesn't mean I choose their reality and stuff, because you are your reality. That's who you are, because you're real. That's who you are. It's not something happening to you. It's happening in a sense through you, but it's see, that's why the work is that you do on yourself, to actually let go of all of these layers of ignorance and blockages and stoppages that we've been agreeing to all of these other things. And so that you do your work as a gorilla granny, and nobody needs to know what you're doing. And it might be, and then I remember I started to notice at the post office, they planted some petunias, but nobody watered them. So okay, that was my little deal. Okay, I'll go, you got to deadhead the stuff. You got to water it. And then one of the post office people saw me and says, we're really grateful. I said, yeah, it's great. I can do that. But whatever it is, well, it's not my business. And you get people, as they get older, they get sentiment because they gotta be sitting in there. And in their portfolio, they don't realize that a lot of the stocks and things they have to do with animal slaughter and even human slaughter and that sort of thing, cruelty. And the kind of thing is that they're finding more people are leaving their bodies because of the pharmaceuticals now than the wars, because of what their people are doing. And so when you look at all of this, first it isn't about, you can't die, so it's not about that. But it's the quality of your being. And because you're an eternal being and you cannot die and you were never born, and it's who you are, this is, you must use, is the important thing. Real intelligence is to use this time, what we call time game, and reality, to actually really know and be and own who we are and be that. And then as a gorilla granny, you're doing good works, whether it's for the children, whether it's just your protection for what's all going on with the child abuse in this world and all of the cruelty to humans. And you do your work, and you might start a group or you don't start a group, but it's like you're still doing it. And in every moment, even no matter where you are or what's happening, you don't just take on it isn't like I'm going to go visit my maybe relatives and have to be in their reality. I don't want to be in their reality. I like my reality, and my reality is my divine spiritual reality. You can come into my reality if you want, and I'll share it with you. But you need to be protective of your own reality. That means is your own knowing and being who you are and expressing it. Say, well, I'm going to die one day. You cannot die. And the key is, as you do that good works, wherever you may find it or do it, and it's incognito. You don't need a committee. You don't need a vote. You don't need to get somebody to say, you can't. It's like, you know what to do. Get yourself on that move because you are an eternal being. And as such, you have no past or future. It's now. And when you drop that concept of the 3D body and you're strong in your spirituality, you don't go to some fakey or tunnel. They boast in movies to get you predictive programming to believe that. And I said, no. You're already established in the divine, fully present, fully in the divine in every aspect, because you don't go anywhere. It's always with you, and you're already there. So already be there. And gorilla grannies, go for it. It's up to you. You can do it. And you know what to do.